Hi guys, if you've made it this far, that means you completed both of our exercise activities from the beginning of class and you have chosen to do a negative space drawing. Now, a negative space drawing is different from drawings that we have done before. It still utilizes contour line, but however, what I'm not going to do is draw the outline of the object. What I'm going to do is draw the spaces around and inside that object. So, what you need is a physical item that is here with you today. That can be a part of your body, or that can be one of my still life objects. It cannot be an image off the computer, and it cannot be an image off your phone. However, when you are choosing this object, you need to make sure that there is an area within the object where there is space that is where you can see through that object, right? So for instance, I chose this mug because I have the extra area of space here. Whenever there is space around an object or space through an object, it is referred to as negative space, as in the object is positive and the area around it is negative. Sort of like the negative and positive space we talked about during our printmaking skill builder. So as you are doing a negative space drawing, you are not going to be looking at the object, but at the shapes that that object creates. For instance, when I start to draw my mug, I'm going to look specifically at this hole that the handle creates, and I'm going to draw that shape first, and then I'm going to base all the other shapes I draw off of that shape, right? So as I start to go through the object, the actual drawing of the object will appear even though I'm only drawing the space around the object. Things that are really good to do this with are flowers. Things that aren't so great to do this with would be like a bottle that doesn't have a handle, or like an ornament, because there is no area around it or through it that creates negative space, right? So again, I'm going to start here with the handle of my mug. And again, I'm not drawing the mug, I am drawing the space, the shape that is created around the mug. Alright, so this area, oh, that's no good. I'm going to grab paint. I am not drawing the space around it, but I am drawing this space. This is the area I'm painting in right now, is the area that I'm focusing on, right? All of this area around that object. I'm not focusing on the object, I'm focusing on the area around the object. I'm repeating that so many times because I know that this technique can be a little difficult to grasp. And if it helps you, you could do the same thing I'm doing now, is grab some paint and you can actually paint in that negative space, and it will help you kind of see that object up here a little bit. So I'm filling in my negative space. You don't necessarily have to use paint, you could use marker, colored pencil even. So again, I'm going to go back, continue to fill in those areas of negative space. Because I'm doing it this way, I am not going to get any interior details, right? So when I do a contour line drawing, typically of this mug, right, I would get this space here. That line would be defined. But because I'm not drawing, because I am not drawing the contour line of the shape, I'm drawing the negative space of the shape, those lines are not included, right? It's only going to be, it's going to end up looking like a true outline, right? So again, I'm just coming back through and I'm filling in that negative space with a color. If you choose to do negative space, again, you do have to do 3 drawings of negative space. Those 3 drawings can be of the same object or they can be of different objects, but I do ask that you come in with the color like I'm doing now and you fill in the area of the negative space. So I can see when I go back and look that you understand which areas are positive and which areas are negative, right? So you can see now that I've drawn that space around my mug and I'm filling in that space around my mug. That mug appears in the center. Now there's not going to be any detail inside the mug, and there's not supposed to be, right? So I don't have this line, this lip. You can't see the difference between the top of this side of the mug, the top of this side of the mug and the top of this side of the mug, because it is not a contour line drawing. It is a negative space drawing. All right? Thanks.